All right, guys, welcome back. Going into the third hour here of the West Marches. Steven, what's up?
Well, you guys, what's up? I mean, you guys have like looked through the camp pretty thoroughly. You found a trail heading to the north. You found like scrapes and gouges in the ground as if like branches had been scraped across the ground heading, in and out of the camp from the northeast and the northwest. I love that this drawing ended up looking exactly like an angry face, especially now that it's got the second little like point where you found the ironwood bar. It's like, yeah, it's just a mad face
It
camp.
looks like a design document from like a Zelda game or something, right? Like
Yeah, totally.
an angry Zelda monster, a Deku tree
Nice.
or whatever.
It's got, these little wiggly arms and like the heat coming off of its head.
Yeah, and the like the eyebrows. The
Yeah,
eyebrows
totally.
tell the story.
Yeah.
I tell the guys, listen, it appears as though that some sort of being or creature with roots or some sort of vines for travel means has torn up the ground here. That's what these look like, and I show them on the northwest and northeast. I show them the trail of scuffed up ground and stuff like that. It looks like this is where the living plants had come in and left the camp. Now I'm not sure if they were the reason for everyone being dead, but I suggest we follow the trail north first to see if there's any more clues or sort of survival before we delve into the forest any further. The deep forest with no trail.
When he finishes,
I think following the
Shall-
trail's a good idea.
Shaldic is going to walk towards Kellen, and he's going to say, they could be guardians. And he's going to hand him the piece of ironwood with the leaf on it. He's going to say, does this look familiar?
What would be the appropriate check? Nature or religion?
I mean, have you ever seen
This would be a leaf print on the... It's intentional, right? Not like just like a leaf or
Yes.
something
Yeah,
carved in.
It is intentionally. It's like a stamp stamped into the ironwood bar.
And real quick, is the bar that it's in, is it cut cleanly on each side, or has it been ripped?
Oh no,
Like-
it's like a refined bar of ironwood. Yeah. So what it kind of looks like is like, you know how Japanese swords that have been forged by folding over hundreds and hundreds of times have that sort of ripple effect? It's like that, except it's about like 3 inches by 3 inches by 12 inches, that big. And there's a stamp in the middle of it. It's not perfectly molded. It looks like it was hammered into shape rather than melted and molded into shape, but it's clearly been wrought some.
Good description. I'm going to hand that to Kellen.
Okay, I'm gonna do a nature check since it's made out of ironwood.
Okay. What are you trying to find out?
I'm trying to find out like what this is used for.
Okay. Yeah, give me a nature check. Okay, 15. Ironwood is a very rare tree that grows in deep forests. The wood itself has the properties of metal, but it is as light as wood. So, yeah, these trees can be melted down, smelted, forged. The folded ripplings within the ironwood bar that you have are actually the grain of the ironwood itself.
Okay.
cool.
Would Kellen know anything about the process of obtaining ironwood, like as far as like pissing off any deities or like that kind of thing?
I don't think you know, like with a nature check, you don't know if there are any religious implications to the farming or logging of ironwood.
Can I make a religion check to find that out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As Kellen's looking at this as well, I'm gonna kind of like reach my head up and kind of look at it too, and I'm wondering if I would recognize any religious implications in this, because I'm assuming this would be like a different check versus the assessment at the camp when we first
Yeah.
arrived.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a religion check. Oh, wow. Yeah, so ironwood is not worshipped in any religion. It's not a religiously significant wood. There are definitely like pseudo-religious groups in the wilds that revere certain groves of trees, for example. So if this particular grove of ironwood was sacred to the Scions of Rillick, which you don't know, but that could be the sort of thing that would seriously upset them. But ironwood itself is not.
Okay. And
Okay.
could we tell if this was made by the Scions or if this is made by somebody else that would piss the Scions off? I just want to understand that.
That's one of the things I'm kind of wondering. Like, if we can identify the seal.
Who was the maker? Yeah.
None of you have ever seen this symbol before.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Well, I suggest we follow the trail north and see if there's any sign of. Well, I hesitate to say humanity, but any footprints.
Sign of anything. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going. Are we all going?
Yeah, I dropped the dirt that I've just been listening to them talk. I haven't added anything. And then I'm just like, yep.
And
Okay.
you were
Yeah.
holding dirt.
Yeah, I was just like running the dirt through the that it was maybe bloodstained dirt in my hands,
Yeah.
just sifting it over and over.
Okay. I thought you were just looking at dirt. Like.
Yeah. All right. So you start following the trail into the forest.
All the way
after,
or like boot prints or like human prints.
Yeah. Okay. So give me a perception test, Zeke.
Okay. Let's see here. Fuck me.
Okay.
God
Is
damn.
anybody helping Kellen look?
I think I would be, especially
think-
since I'm so close to the ground.
Are sort of all of you?
I think
I
we all
also-
are. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Kellen, I'm giving you advantage on that for the help from your allies, so you get a 17 instead of a 6.
Okay.
So yeah, like there's boot prints and everything all along this way. It's clear that this is where the loggers used to travel. After about an hour, it starts getting pretty dark. It's approaching dusk time, like the sun hasn't set yet, but now that you're into the forest, it's quite dim. Like all along the sides of this trail, the trees have been occasionally just like sections of the forest have been cleared away. So there's, cut down stumps and stuff like that. You approach one such set of stumps like that. And you notice that all up and down the trail right in front of it, you see exactly the same sort of scrapes and scuffs on the ground that you saw at the camp.
Okay.
Quick question: Is it visually distinctive if it is a tree or what are they called? Tree spirits, whatever we fought by the riverbank.
That was a dryad, right?
Yeah,
No,
that
no,
was
There was a dryad and then the tree thing, right? Or was the dryad the tree thing?
I don't think he's gonna give you an answer on that one.
I'm just wondering if we're walking through the woods. Can we?
give me a nature test.
Oh, Kellen, I don't think you want me to.
Well, you're the one who's asking, right? So if Shaldrick is trying to think, yeah, okay. Shaldrick doesn't know if there's
Okay.
any way to identify a tree or a tree spirit or a dryad. It's not really his area.
So we just see Kellen go up to this tree then and start like looking at it. Is that what you're doing, Kellen?
I think this is just Kellen trying.
is me.
Not Kellen.
Kellen.
This is Shaldrick.
Shaldrick.
This is just
No,
Shaldrick
I know.
trying to
But
remember.
Kellen said he saw the tracks or whatever that were similar, right?
Yep.
That lead off of the trail into the forest, right?
Yeah. So I'm drawing another little drawing here for
Thank you.
y'all,
Thank you.
so that y'all can see
I like
exactly
drawings.
what's going on.
Y'all.
Where's this up? Oh, right below. Okay.
Yeah, right below.
Yeah, the point of what
Scroll
my
down
character
the face.
did was
It's a person.
It's a
He's
great
got like
face.
hair and he's got these little green arms and he's dancing and he's got
And the
chest
room is-
hair.
The room is making him look pregnant.
Yeah, okay, he's pregnant and he's got
It's
chest
Juliet.
hair. Oh my god, it is Juliet. That's really weird.
That's amazing, you guys. Okay, so you all are down here. Let's see, Shaldrick, Kellen, Kurthak, and Bardrick. Okay.
And the
So we see Shaldrick like go up to trees and stuff like that, right?
No,
Sheldrick is basically, yeah, I'm like peering into the woods, trying to just, trying to think like, do we want to go in here? Are any of those trees obviously ones like that we fought before? And clearly I don't know. So I just see a bunch of trees and I'm just like
Okay.
kind of panicked a little bit, kind of like,
And what
is
does
this a good
Kellen
idea?
look like he's doing?
Well, I'm looking on the ground. I see the tree tracks basically.
Right. So
in the path.
So Bardrick's going to do the exact same thing. Bardrick's going to just mirror whatever Kellen does. So if Kellen's looking at the ground and like looking at things and looks like he knows what he's doing, Bardrick's just going to follow along right by his side and just kind of stare down and go, and try to like see if she can discern anything in the ground as well that might be able to help out.
Okay, give me a perception test, Bardrick. Let me see here. Yeah, great. Bardrick, as you're looking here, first of all, you see like the scuffs and scrapes, and you can see through the trees just a little bit that the scuffs and scrapes are all in this cleared, logged out section here as well. In fact, I'll even add a couple like cut down trees. So there's one here and here and here. Yes. So this is where the trees are. But also, you see a number of creatures crouching in this area, looking like nothing more than like collapsed heaps of plant matter. They look like clusters of vines that have grown up around the tree stumps, for example. Yeah.
I guess, is that only Shannon's character seeing that, or everyone?
Oh
yeah,
my god.
That's what you are seeing, Shannon. So let's see. I'll just grab this over here.
So this is basically Vault 22. That's not good.
Yes.
So, Bardrick's gonna kind of just back off and kind of pull Kellen's arm down and just kind of whisper to him, Kellen, those things that's alive. They look like. I think the trees are alive, man. I think that those mounds have eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
And Bardrick's gonna
I'm
immediately
look-
like put her hand on her blade and just kind of be like, what?
I'm gonna look exactly where she's looking, and I'm gonna try and see if I can like see what she sees.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do. She points them out to you, and they're just these like piles of vines that are sort of grown up around each of these trees.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But everything else here, like everywhere, is just like the ground has been like tamped down, and there's some scrapes that are on the ground as well. But there's no plant matter on the ground. Like everything else in this little clearing is completely cleared except for these vine plant things.
And there's
Right.
no sign of any dead people, blood, like.
No, not here.
Okay.
Okay, for Natural Explorer on my Ranger thing, it says, while tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Ah, neat.
Yep.
That would be like a survival test to examine the tracks right here. So tell me again what you learned. Like you would be learning this back at the camp, I suppose. Tell me what you would have learned. You would have learned the exact number, how long ago, what else?
Yep. Their sizes and number, size, and how long ago they passed through.
Okay, so back at the camp, there were a couple of small plant things that had passed through that area a day ago.
Okay.
There were a couple of medium plant things that passed through there a day ago. And also, I think it would have been large. Let me just confirm here. Yeah, huge. There was one huge creature that walked through the camp about a day ago.
About a day ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I notice the things that Bardrick point out? Do I notice that they're living or they're alive or anything like that?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
Can I do like some kind of check to sort of figure out if I would have read about creatures like these before, if I can tell whether or not they'd be naturally hostile, or if they're the kind of like neutral sort of creatures that if we just let them be, they'll let us be? Like, can I assess a situation like that?
Yeah, give me a nature test. Okay. Yeah, so you've heard of creatures that live in forests that either mimic plants or are plants that spring to life somehow. Since everything here is completely cleared except for these stumps that have been cut off, but there's vines growing up all over them, it's sort of tripping your spidey sense about this, right? You've heard a little bit of creatures that look like this called vine blights. They are evil.
Okay, that's good. I'm immediately just gonna tell the guys like, we have a problem. These are bad. These are bad. These are bad. And I'm immediately gonna pull out my rapier.
Okay.
I kind of crack my knuckles and I'm just like, good, a fight. It's been too long.
Shaldrick pulls out both his swords and starts looking for places to start sneaking on either side of the path.
Can I put myself into some kind of position? Is that okay?
Yeah, where would you like to be? Like,
actually,
leave yourself behind Kellen and Shaldrick. Like, you guys got up about that close before
right. Okay.
you noticed these things. But you can be anywhere within, let's see, I'll draw a quick box, and you can be anywhere within that box.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, put yourselves anywhere within this green box.
Okay. Oops.
Our
Okay.
little creature here is taking even more shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be that close.
Okay, cool.
Into the forest.
All right, okay.
I know that these things are
comfortable in
evil,
there.
so I'm basically just gonna say to Kellen, "What do we do? Like, I'm ready to go. What do we do?"
Now, she has described what she knows about these things. Would I know about them? You know, being that this is my favorite terrain, blah, blah, blah.
Give me a test.
You bet.
Nature test.
You bet. On it. And I get a +2 to those.
16 because you're in your favorite terrain.
Yep.
They're not your like favorite enemy, are they?
No, beasts are my favorite.
Beasts are favorite enemy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just looking at what it says under Natural Explorer for you. Oh, neat. If you make a wisdom, an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled. I guess that's what the +2 is.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got a 16 instead of a 14. Nice. Like, I don't think you know anything more about them than Shannon would. You know that they're evil. You know that they have the ability to like force entangling roots and vines to sprout in a 15-foot radius centered on the creature. And that'll wither away after about a minute, but that area is difficult terrain for non-plant creatures when they do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the two of you sort of put your knowledge together about these creatures, and that's what you come up with.
Excellent. Well, since they are evil, and I know that, and this is why I'm here. So, I kind of whisper over to Kurthak and Shaldrick, and because they're Kurthak and I'm having trouble seeing it. Kurthak and Shaldrick are together, right? Or is that Bardrick?
That's me and
It's
Bardrick.
Kurthak and Bardrick, yeah.
Who's in the forest with me?
Shaldrick.
I have
Shaldrick.
moved out with you. I am sneaking through the forest, kind of right off to your right behind you.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna whisper to the guys on the path. This is why we're here. We have to eradicate this. This is the blight on the forest. I'm going to sneak around this way. If you guys want to go up the path, I say we attack from both sides.
I don't say a word and pull both my swords out and start sneaking.
Yep. And I give the thumbs up and stay quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
So Steve, just so you know, this is where I want to be, like.
Okay, cool. You want to be over there. So move yourself back to where you are right now, and let's all roll initiative.
Okay.
Is initiative dex plus proficiency, or is it only your dex?
There's a
Perfect.
button in your character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know
all
you
you-
got to click it, but I'm just asking in general. Is it
It's only your dex.
okay?
Yep.
Real quick, Steven, can you tell me the exact... Oh, I actually have 3 of them. But can you tell me the exact use of a firebolt potion?
That sounds
Let me
cool.
think.
I got 3 of them from the last adventure for some
I would
reason.
say you don't know what it is unless you use it.
I think we were told when we got them.
Yeah, if you
Granted,
spend
again-
time to identify stuff, then you do learn it. So let's see. C, B, E, F, G, H.
Oh boy.
I didn't
That's
know.
not
I
good.
didn't know if it was something I threw and it had an effect, or if it's something I drink.
Let's see. Yeah, it's something you throw. You make a ranged attack against the target, and on a hit, it takes 1d10 fire damage.
Perfect. Thank you.
I have
Yep.
a question.
Yes.
These piles of the vine blights, are they the letter A or are they the red circles?
They're the letter A.
Okay.
Yep. So let's see. And they got a 5. Okay, cool. So, excellent. All right, Vardrick, your turn to go first. So, you have a speed of what, 25? So you can move 5 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not close. Oh, I could kind of do it. I'm assuming these guys have got reach, so they're vines. Bad vines.
Loving the Markatron icons, though, dude. I just want to give a shout out to Markatron for making those drawings.
Oh yeah. All of the character icons come from the fan art that Markatron 2K has drawn for each of the characters in the West Marches, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Distance. Okay.
Big thank you for that, man.
Basically, Bardrick knows what's up. Bardrick knows what these little shitty things are. Do I want to get involved? I don't think I do. So I think Bardrick's just gonna vicious mockery these things. So let's see, how close do I have to be for that? It's 60 feet, so I can actually stay where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm just gonna stay where I am. So Bardrick just starts kind of speaking a little softly at first, and then it kind of builds up. Oh, 1 second.
Here we go!
Shut up.
Here we go!
Yeah. Ban you from your life like I ban trolls from this site. Don't mess with this, Bardrick, because I'll cut you with my knife. And then I'm going to attack the closest A next to me,
Yeah,
which
nice.
is that one that's up on that corner.
Don't
You've moved
gloss
your-
over it. That's awesome.
Did you move yourself
Notice the
where you
fourth
wanted
wall?
to be?
I can do it from 60 feet away, so
Okay, so you're
I think
happy
if
where you
anything,
are.
I'm actually just gonna, I'm just gonna step here next to Kurthak, but that's basically it. I'm not gonna move any closer.
Got
Not
it.
yet.
Cool. Okay, cool. So cast your vicious mockery spell.
Spellbook. Where are you, vicious mocker? Oh, right, you're friggin' cantrip.
Nice. So DC 14 Wisdom, or it takes 1d4 psychic damage and has disadvantage on its next attack roll. Nice. So Wisdom save on that. Oh yeah, it actually succeeds.
Oh yeah, no problem. It accidentally.
Stupid vines, man.
All right, Kurthak, your turn.
How many of these do we see, or do we only see one?
You see 5.
We see 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this to scale?
Yeah. It's 5-foot squares.
What is my? Oh yeah, just look on my virtual character sheet. Where does it say movement on this thing?
Oh, it's 30 feet for you.
Oh, it's 30 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll actually. I'll move up a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna. Can I prepare an action so when it comes into melee range, I strike at it?
Yep, totally. You can ready an action.
Yep. Okay. I just pull out my axe, and then I just sit there weapons in hand, or weapon and fist at side, and I'm just waiting.
I'm going to put a little flag on you to show that you have a readied action. Cool.
Okay.
Kellen, your turn.
All right. Now I can sneak in my train with at full speed.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna move the full 30, and which is doop, doop, right here. I pre-measured it, I thought.
So, actually, this area is difficult terrain. So even though
trading that though.
So here's the thing, right? It's kind of weird. It says, while traveling for an hour or more in your favored terrain, you gain the following benefits. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
But then you look a little bit down.
Yeah, and then you can, if you are traveling alone, you can move stealthily at a normal pace. Like, the thing here is that Natural Explorer, the way I read it is that it affects whatever you're doing while traveling, and right now you're not actually in travel mode, right? But
Okay.
I think it makes sense that you can still move stealthily at a normal pace. Like, stealthing usually drops your speed, so I'm going to let you move at your half speed because it's difficult terrain that you're moving through, but not any slower than that because you're stealthing.
Okay, so 15 feet then.
Yeah.
Is that it's half right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's half.
Oh my god, that is like nothing.
Can't you just shoot it from there?
Yeah, I can, but I want
Sneaking
to
though.
go around it though. I want to get like the other side of it so we can. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I just go. Wait. Oh, I thought it was just arrow keys. It's not arrow keys.
It should be if you have your
Not
token
select.
selected.
You're not on select, you idiot. And one more. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, I move there, and like as I'm moving, I'm pulling out the arrow and firing one.
Okay. First, make your stealth test.
Oh, sure, yes. Let's do that first.
19 is really good.
Yay!
There we go.
Okay, I need to look something up. I wonder if that's easily available. Go ahead and make your attack, and then we'll see if I give you advantage for it.
Okay. I've been practicing with Arinadia, the basilisk slayer, and I whisper a prayer. Father, guide my arrow. And I take a shot with this goddamn new bow. Let's go.
Nice. Okay, so you hit it regardless. So the weird thing here, just for chat on interest, these creatures have blind sight. There's nothing, like, you'd sort of imagine if you're relying on other senses than sight that stealth may not be effective, but there's nothing explicit in the rulebook that suggests that. So let's find out if they detect you. I'm going to give them a perception test. No, you are stealth. You get advantage on that shot, so you deal, or you hit it for 5, for 5 piercing damage. Right on.
That is
Okay.
the first time I've seen that bow, and that is incredible.
Now, okay, can I use... Now, as far as a bonus action goes, it can be either before or after your action, right?
Yes.
So as a bonus action, I can mark it.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I forgot until I shot the arrow. I was like, shit, let me mark that real quick.
Yeah, so you're going to mark it first and then shoot.
Well, I would like to. If the DM says I can, then yes.
Yeah. I'll let you do that. So you mark it and then you shoot, and that deals an extra 1d6 damage. Is that what it is?
I think after, well...
I forgot what it was.
Oh, hold on. I have the spell right here. Hunter's Mark. There it is. Cast it.
Nice. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. And you have advantage on the checks you make to find it. And it lasts for an hour while you're concentrating. Cool. Okay, awesome. Vine Blight time.
Roll the d6 or not?
Oh, yeah. Roll the d6.
Okay.
That's great. Yeah, it's awesome. Cool. Fuck
Yep,
you. You're not
good.
gonna make me
Moving
sing.
on. Moving. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Cool.
9 total.
Yeah. Like the vines that you fired your arrow into sort of shudder and they sort of slither along the ground in your direction. Going 1, 2, 3. And they move like right up to you, but they don't do anything when they get there. So this vine blight sort of like slithered through the underbrush, and now there's like a seething mass of vines all over the ground in front of you that's moved in your direction. This other one up here moves 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. This one moves 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Shaldrick, your turn.
Okay. So let's see what I'm going to do. Now, if I move next to Kellen, I can then take a second. Can I do another action at that point? Like I can.
So you've got your
cast-
movement, right? And then you have an action. You always can move and act.
So if I move next to Kellen, can I cast an action on one target and then use my sneak attack against the one next to Kellen?
No, a sneak attack is an action. Like when you attack, that's an action. When you cast a spell, most spells take an action to cast. If you wanted to move and then move more, then the moving more dash is an action. So you only get one action per turn.
Okay. So what I'm going to do this turn is I'm going to cast Sleep on the farthest target, the A that's at the pinnacle at the top.
Cool. And you hit anything within 20 feet of it, right? Are you sure you don't want to like target sort of like the center here? I'm trying to ping, but it's not working. Like
Now, can I... So I can pick a spot. I don't need to necessarily pick a target.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, I'd like to maximize the effect. So if I can kind of do it right to the right of A, right above the red, would that hit all 4 of them, maybe?
Ping the map where you're aiming. If you just click and hold your mouse. Yeah, here. That's where you want it. Let's see. So that hits that one, that one, that one, and that one. But it does hit that other vine blight. Okay, cool. Yep, very nice. If you place it right there, then yeah. So go ahead and cast the spell.
Done.
Awesome. So the spell sends the creatures into a magical slumber. 18 is the total.
Man, that's
The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. So it affects 18 hit points worth of creatures. Okay, so the vine blight next to Kellen collapses to the ground and stops writhing around Kellen, and that's all that happens. Bardrick, your turn.
Well, I mean, it's only
So-
18 HP worth of shit, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
Which
But
one? Which one just dropped?
yeah, the one next
one
to
right-
Kellen.
The one next to Kellen. So let's see.
Okay.
I'll put this on it. I can't believe they don't have like a ZZZ icon. That's amazing. Okay. There we go.
The one next to Kellen. Okay, so the 2 that are north of me are probably still both okay. I could get,
There's been no change in them.
they're too far apart. Steven, you did it on purpose. Okay, I'm just gonna pop myself up. So I just roll up next to Kurthak,
Cool.
and what happens is you guys kind of see something completely different from Bardrick this time. So it almost feels like there's a new force coming out of Bardrick's words. Like she starts really quiet again, but she sort of gets louder and louder to the point where you almost can't stand the sound that's like coming from her. You know, usually you can't stand it anyways, but whatever. And imagine that like classic Maxwell commercial where, you know, there's a guy sitting in the chair and like his clothes are blown back by the speakers. It's kind of like that, but it's kind of tearing apart at the vines, or at least hopefully it will if I hit it. So this is my Thunder Wave spell. So Bardrick's just going to start talking really quietly. Your strength is a facade. Your might is just a fraud. I bring these acts of God. Sit down, bitch. Fusro da! And so that happens.
Wicked.
Hype that shit up.
Yeah,
And then-
cast your thunder wave.
Here's the thing. I have to make sure I actually added it because it's so new, right? Wait, hold on.
You can
Is
just
it-
roll the dice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
Bard
DM's gonna
Ray.
help me.
Yeah, I'm looking on your sheet. So
It's all new. It's my
Bane
new-
Cure Wounds, Tasha's. No, you didn't. So let's see what it is here.
She also gets points for the Skyrim reference, right?
She gets cool points,
There we go.
Inspiration.
nerd points.
nerd points. Let's see, Thunder Wave. Okay, so each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, it takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a succeed, half damage, no push. So here's that Constitution saving throw. Okay, yeah, it totally fails. So roll 2d8.
Yeah, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't add anything to that, right?
Correct.
2d8 or 3d8?
2d8. It's an AoE, right? So it's really
And he
nice
got-
when
he gets
things
knocked
are.
back. There we
Yeah.
go.
So he gets knocked back 10 feet. So blam, he goes flying, like leaves go ripping off of him as he gets tossed into the air and lands with the cracking sound on the ground over adjacent to his ally. So Kurthak,
And
we're all
then-
the way back
no,
around
no,
to you.
no, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
And then, because I can use my bardic inspiration
Ooh,
as
nice.
right? So I'm gonna inspire Kurthak. He ain't quite right in the head, but he'll come at you until you're dead, raging hard like Black Hand's Ren. Kurthak's axe gonna be your fucking end. And give inspiration to Kurthak.
It's so good.
Oh, fuck that up, but whatever.
All right, good. Kurthak, you have Bardic Inspiration, which is a D6, right, Shannon?
Yes.
So
to my attack rolls? To my D20 rolls?
It's on any like D20 roll, like
Yeah.
save, attack, or whatever. You can choose to add the D6 after you have seen the result of your roll, but before I tell you if you succeed or fail.
Okay.
All right, so Kurthak, it's your turn.
Well, I was going to throw some darts, but after that, it would just be really dumb to get the inspiration. Just be like, phew! Just a little stupid dart.
Oh, it did something.
Whip, whip.
So I will walk up to that one and attack it.
Cool.
Also using a key point for Flurry of Blows. And I don't think
Nice.
that's in... I mean, it's in my class, but...
Yeah, it just gives you 2 additional unarmed attacks.
So do we... We never figured this out. So I'm going to roll 1 hand axe and 3 unarmed strikes?
No, 1 hand axe, and then oh shit, wait.
See,
So here's what it is. Immediately after you take the attack action. So first, do the attack action, which is your hand axe.
So it's the hand axe and the unarmed strike at the same time, right?
Nope, just hand axe first.
Oh, okay.
The attack action is only ever 1 attack. So with the attack action, you deal 9 damage to this vine blight in front of you with a solid hit. You just like cleave through its leaves, carve off a couple of vines. Now, immediately after you take the attack action, so now you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So you spend your
okay.
bonus action, you make 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay. That's the first one. And that's the second one.
All right, you hit with both of them, dealing an additional 11 damage total.
Nice. So 20 damage.
Fantastic. Yep.
And also
Yeah,
that thing
so-
will... Well, does it die?
No.
It gets knocked back another 15 feet then.
No way.
Make a strength saving throw, though.
Right, yeah, DC 12.
It has to pass it.
Uh-huh. It doesn't. It gets thrown back another 15 feet.
Nice.
That's amazing. There you go. You guys just blasted this thing way back. That's
Your
fantastic.
guy's like a superhero, man. It's just
Yeah. I like Kurthak.
Awesome. Kellen.
Okay, so the one next to me is falling down. It's not moving.
Yep.
it's sleep.
And I can't move the hunter's mark until something is dead.
Right.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I have a vial of oil. I actually have 5 of them. I'm going to whip it out, smash it right on top of the thing, since
Yeah.
I'm right next to it. Smash right on top of the thing, and then light that fucker on fire.
Awesome. Yep,
Since it's not
totally.
moving.
The one
You
that's in front
smash the oil all over it, and it shivers as it comes back to consciousness. And then you just strike your flint and steel. Sparks fly off of your flint. all over the oil-drenched plant, and it bursts into flame. So, yeah. So on its turn, for the next 2 turns, it'll take 5 damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to make my movement.
Okay.
I'm not sneaking anymore.
Okay.
So can I move? Can I not move the entire 30, or can I just move 15?
You're still in difficult terrain, so you're still moving 15.
Okay. So wait a minute. So it is. Oh, come on! Select the goddamn thing. Am I not? There we go.
Cool.
Yep.
Right on. Okay. Yeah, Vine Blight time. So as you're moving away, it does make an attack of opportunity against you. Since it woke up, even though it's on fire. It's going to make it, it's going to be at a disadvantage because it's on fire.
Okay.
+4. Okay, it misses you.
Thank God for disadvantage.
Zoop!
Yep, there you go. All right, so now it is its turn. It is on fire, so it just took the 5 damage. I just did that right now. So let's see. It's going to move here. And that is...
And now it's a
that's
firing
10 feet
plant.
away. Yeah, it's a plant that's on fire that's sort of like drawing itself after you. You can actually see that it's digging its vines into the ground and then like gouging its way forwards, making the same sorts of runnels in the earth that you saw at the camp. And now that it is within 10 feet of you, it actually snakes out with a vine and lashes out in your direction.
And out of curiosity, is that vine on fire?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Let's see. Thank you
That's
for
like kind of
asking.
nightmares.
It misses you. So I guess, you know, this vine sort of whips down next to you, but you can sort of hear like the hissing and popping of sap as this thing burns. So he is no longer unconscious, but he is on fire. Fantastic.
And how many
Good.
rounds last?
It lasts 2 rounds, 5 damage each round.
Okay, cool.
So, Kurthak, this Vine Blight right here snakes out a vine in your direction, attacking you, missing you. This Vine Blight up here that you just knocked back slips forwards, dragging itself along the ground, and then it throws a vine out at you, hitting you. Yeah. For 7 damage. And you are grappled by this vine that wraps all the way around your chest and grabs you.
Okay. I was looking at some other stuff. I took 7 damage, you said?
Yes.
If I adjust my current in my character sheet, will that reflect on the actual icon?
Yes. It's also easy to click the icon, click the red bubble, and then just put -7 in there.
Okay. And then I'm constricted right now? Is that what you said?
Yep. You're constricted by a vine.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then this third Vine Blight moves up. Let's see if it can move that far. Yes, it can. It moves up here. Oops. Yeah, right there. And then it sort of like plunges its vine appendages into the earth around it. Mm-hmm. And for 15 feet in radius around it, save changes.
Is that entangle?
Yeah, so it just like sprouts up with like vines and roots and stuff burst out of the earth. It's not actually an entangle, but let's see. Each creature of the Blight's choice in that area when the plants appear must succeed on a DC 12 strength saving throw or become restrained.
But I'm already restrained, so do I got to do it both 2 times?
Make a DC 12 strength saving throw and then let's see.
Okay. I guess just an athletics check or a strength.
It's strength save, so that's the little it's the little heart on your character sheet. Yeah, you make it, so you're not restrained by the entangling roots.
At least on my feet, right?
Right. Yeah, you're just grabbed
Still
by the
constricted.
vine. You are grappled, but you're not restrained.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. So that was that. This one moves. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brilliant.
And I'll put this little yeah. Okay, and that's the entirety of these plants' turn. So, Shaldrick, your turn.
All right. If I just like move up next to Kellen, am I gonna take the dangerous terrain stuff and have my movement cut in half?
Yeah, so you guys are already off of the trail and you're in the deep underbrush of the Starkwald, so you're in difficult terrain off the path here.
Okay. Real quick. Also, can I use Mage Hand to attempt to free Kurthak?
Ooh, how interesting. Let me take a quick look at the description for Mage Hand. But can you use Mage Hand to do thieves skills stuff, like disengage traps and stuff like that?
Because sometimes you're muted. I don't know. Sometimes you're talking.
Yeah,
to
Mage Hand
something you're
itself is a spectral floating hand appears at the point you choose with the mage. The hand lasts for the duration until you dismiss it as an action. The hand vanishes if ever more than 30 feet away from you, or if you cast a spell again. You can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, slow or retrieve an item from an open container, or pour the contents out of a vial.
Right. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. The hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds. This is interesting. Let me look exactly at what your rogue, like arcane trickster, says for you.
A quick follow-up question. If I
Yeah.
damage the guy that's ensnaring him, if I damage the dude directly that's attempting to get Kurthak, will that break it?
No.
No.
So let's see. Mage Hand, yes, you can perform the additional following tasks with your Mage Hand as an arcane trickster. You can stow one object the hand is holding in a container worn or carried by another creature. You can retrieve an object in a container worn or carried by another creature. You can use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps at range.
Unfortunately, that doesn't pertain to this, but it's great to know. That's
Right.
awesome.
So like you get some extra stuff from your Mage Hand, but you don't get the extra sort of thing that you're expecting right here. If you
It sounds that
wanted
it's not
to,
very yeah? I was going to say, it
Well-
doesn't sound like it's very strong. It sounds like it's more manipulation, and this kind of would be kind of a strength thing, I guess.
Yeah.
So, okay.
but
yeah,
it can carry vials with it and then pour them.
what if I were to pour a firebolt potion on the vines that are restraining him? Is that something I can do?
I would judge that you could do that without needing to make an attack roll.
Let's do that.
That's
I
right.
think that's gonna do
really,
the
really
damage.
good.
Let's do that. Yeah. So
Cool.
I will use one of my firebolt potions. I will whisk it over with my Mage Hand cantrip using one of those, and I will specifically splash it all over the vines that are restraining Kurthak.
Yep. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, it's 1d10 damage. So just straight up roll 1d10.
Stephen has that smile on his face that where he's trying to hide it, but it's there.
Oh, also, I think firebolt can also set them on fire, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see. Yeah, a flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried. Funnily enough, these vines are not being worn or carried, and they are flammable. But this creature, like, you just pour fire straight onto it. You uncork this potion and you pick it up with your Mage Hand. The Mage Hand whisks it over, and then as it pours, the liquid immediately bursts into flame as it just opens up all over this vine blight. The creature bursts into fire, and its leaves wither and die. The vine that was reached out and grabbed around Kurthak burns up immediately, like detaching from the base of the creature. So Kurthak, you can shrug out of it very effortlessly now.
Nice.
Can I also still move?
Yes.
Just real quick, I'm going to move him not next to, but kind of south of Kellen, and I'll move him there now.
You can also
Okay.
still make another attack, right? Because that was a bonus action, right, Steven?
Mage Hand as a bonus action?
Oh, I thought that's what you just described.
It's a cantrip.
Right.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
assumed it took an
That's
action.
still an action. Okay. I see. The Mage Hand was the action.
Yeah, Mage Hand takes one action. Right,
Gotcha.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, this is a little bit risky, but I'm actually going to move to right to the southeast of A. I know that, the bottommost. I know that A is attacking Kellen, though, but I'm going to hope it doesn't notice me, and I'm going to kind of move next to it.
Yeah. Okay, you have 15 feet of movement, so you can move anywhere within 15 feet. Actually, shit. You, as a dwarf, you only have 25 maximum feet of movement, so you can only move 10 feet.
Do I get any more movement leveling up as a rogue at level 3?
There might be something where like you can move faster at a bonus action. Like you can
can
take
dash
Wait,
as
you
a
can take
bonus
the
action.
dash
Dash.
action as a bonus action now.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I could then move 30?
No, you
Total?
can then move your same movement a second time. So
So
that
20.
that puts you up to 25 feet of movement. So you can move 25. So you yeah. You have 5 squares of
Which I
movement,
can
basically.
sort out.
Yep, dash, disengage, or ard, or or hide.
Yeah.
Move him
Yeah.
right there.
Cool. Are you going? No, you already did your action. Cool.
I already did my action, so yeah. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, is on fire and still attacking. Well, was attacking Kellen.
Yeah, was focusing on Kellen. All right, Bardrick Bardison, what's the deal?
Okay, so I really don't want to enter the vines. Okay, I just want to know a little bit about the symbols that are on all of these A's. So
Yeah.
the one that's right by Shaldrick, what does that symbol mean? What is it?
That
what
means
effects are on
that it is on fire.
It's on fire. Okay.
Yes.
And
So
the three
off
that
through
are-
the forest to your right, you see a low humped mound of vines that's burning, and you
Right.
see Shaldrick silhouetted by the light. Up ahead of you, there's one vine blight that was on fire, is now dead. To the right of it, there is a vine blight that has burst vines all out of the ground around it, creating this 15-foot radius that's difficult terrain. And the symbol on that is just for me tracking the fact that it has
that's
expended
the
that
one
ability.
that did that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other one is totally fine. And the one that's on fire, can I tell if it looks like it's on its last legs or if it's still
Let's
coming
see.
at Shaldrick?
Legs.
You can't tell if it's nearly dead, but it is clearly pretty seriously injured.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, and the difficult terrain that cuts my movement speed in half, right?
Yep.
So I can move 3 squares or 2. How does that work?
Your speed is 25, so half
Yeah.
of that is 12 and a half, which I'm pretty sure reduces you to effectively 10-foot speed.
Damn
Unless
it.
unless you then take the dash action and then gain the other 12.5, which would put you back up to the max 25.
But then I couldn't use a spell, right?
Right.
Frack. Useless. Okay, well then I'm just going to have to vicious mockery, and I'm gonna hit the one. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the one that Shaldrick's on because that just makes the most sense. I'm just gonna. I want to get it down.
Okay.
Bring her down. So yeah, vicious mockery on that one. And where is that? 1 second. That's a cantrip. Boop.
Nice. So wisdom saving throw.
I'm ready.
It fails.
Oh, fuck. Okay, then I'm gonna
No.
give.
It failed the saving throw.
Oh, it failed the
Go
save.
ahead, that's
Well,
good.
That's a
That's
good
good.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an
So
idiot.
roll 1d4.
D4. Boop.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. So.
And it has disadvantage on its next attack.
And then I'm gonna give inspiration to Kurthak again.
He's already got it. You can
still
only
have
have
it,
one
yeah.
at a
So it
time.
still hasn't expended it yet. Okay, then I'm gonna give
Yep.
it to Shaldrick. So you
Nice.
want to mess with Shaldrick? Nah, I don't think so. Ho. He talks to his brother's head and lays waste to his foes. So don't try to hit him with your vines. You'll be laid low. You ain't gonna last if you try. So don't fuck with my bro.
Woo!
All right, I'm putting little like
Spit hot
sword symbols
fire.
on those of you. So that was Shaldrick?
Yeah.
Okay, sword symbols for those of you who have a bardic inspiration. Okay, awesome. Damn, some serious buffs going on in this fight. Is that it for you? Yeah, you attacked, you get bardic inspiration.
And I can move still, right?
Yes,
I'm gonna move just 1 square closer towards Kurthak. just
got
in
it.
case.
So you're like right at the edge of these entangling vines that come out of
Yeah, playing with fire.
Right on. All right, Kurthak, you are no longer grabbed. You're not entangled by the vines. You're free to do whatever you like.
Is this one dead? Is that what the scroll?
Skull and
crossbones
crossbones? Yes.
are? Okay, so these 2 are still alive then?
Yep.
Okay, I will. Has this one been hit by fire?
No.
None of them have been hurt?
Hot fire.
Let's see.
Except for the middle one, because he's dead.
Correct. Neither of those have been injured.
Okay. I will move up here and then attack the one right in front of me. Once again with the Fury of Blow. So hand axe.
Nice. Okay, so the 10 is a miss.
I'll use the inspiration to add d6 to that. I can do that, right?
Yes.
That's how.
I think you're technically supposed to tell me before I tell you the result.
Oh, really?
But I'll let you do it anyway.
Well, I mean, it's a 10, right? So of course,
Right.
a 10's not going to hit that. I know that. But an 11 won't either.
No, an 11 won't.
And then I'll use the 2 unarmed strike from Fury of Blows. So there's one. Fucking terrible rolls. Terrible.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, you missed with all 3 of your attacks.
Just shadow boxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you you're probably like punching at what you think is the body of the vine blight, but it's actually just leaves. So you just like rip through a ton of leaves. You deal no actual structural damage to the creature itself.
Nice.
Kellen, it's your turn. There's an on fire vine blight behind you that just lashed out at you. There is another vine blight right in front of you. What do you do?
Okay. Let me see here. Now, if you're attacking with 2 things, and like if I like just suddenly whip out my short swords, I can't split up the dual attack.
Yeah, you can. So
Okay.
the way that multi wielding works is that your first attack is your main attack. That's your attack action.
Right.
So you make an attack action, and then if you're wielding a light weapon in your offhand, you can spend a bonus action to make a second attack. You don't need to attack the same thing.
Okay, cool. That's what. Trying to think of like this. Okay, this guy has not attacked me though.
He has not attacked you. No.
Okay.
They go next though.
Yes. But I'm just wondering if the one that's on fire is going to burn up because he's taking like 12 points of damage ish so far. I'm wondering if the next fire damage is gonna take it out.
Steven, hold on real quick. I may be able to help you with that. Steven, real quick, is the sleep spell, when it says up to 18 points of damage, if the mob has more hit points than that, does it still work?
No.
So the mob had to have less than 18 points.
Yes.
There goes Zeke.
Okay. And fire damage is 1d what?
The damage from your flame, like the oil that you poured on it, is just
Yep.
5 damage.
5 damage straight up.
Yep.
Okay. Well then, if I move out of the range of this guy, he gets attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna whip out both of my swords and attack the one that's in front of me.
All right. Nice. Make both of your attacks there.
Oh, one quick question. Can I, as far as movement goes, can I like take, because there's a 5 foot like step, attack the
Nope.
one that's wounded?
So you can move like however you want to over the course of your turn. You can attack and then move. You can move some, attack and then move some, whatever.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to take that step, hack at the one that's on fire, and
Okay.
then take a step back to the one that was in front of me and hack at that one with my other
Cool.
sword.
Yep, that sounds
I can
good.
do that? Okay,
Yes.
good. All right, so that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to hit the one that has Hunter's Mark, that's on fire and all that shit.
Right on. Okay.
Okay, so
stab at it.
Yep. And short sword.
Okay. Unfortunately, you have missed.
That's okay, because I'll just take my second attack at this guy then, at the same guy.
Make sure you use your offhand short sword.
Yep, I got two buttons.
You're the man.
Oh my!
Oh shit! Oh damn! Look at that. Woo! Okay, so you crit, dealing 2 piercing damage plus 6 is 8, and then you need to roll an additional d8.
Yep, and do you want to take that attack of opportunity?
You have actually not moved out of its reach.
Oh, okay.
So roll one more d8.
One more.
Okay, so that's a total of 16 damage. So you just straight up murder this guy right in front of you.
Him.
Yep, he's just dead.
Okay.
So
We didn't even need to do any of that other stuff. You just like one-shotted it.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
with that offhand
Not
short
all
sword.
slice.
Yep, that's wicked.
Yeah, that was pretty
Great.
pretty fun. Okay.
Do you want to move your hunter's mark onto
That's
the
what
other
I
vine
was
blade?
wondering. Does that take a bonus action or is that a free action? That's what I'm looking up right now. If I can
Okay.
just move it, no matter what, whenever I feel. All right, there we go. Hunter's mark. Bonus action. So I've already
Yeah,
used my
that's
bonus
what I
action,
thought.
my offhand, so we're good.
Okay,
So
cool.
I cannot
So
move it yet, but I
you
will
can do
next.
it next turn. Yeah. All right, good. Vine blight time. So the one that's up here next to where you used to be lashes out at you with its vine, missing you completely. This one moves closer to you. So actually, here's what I'm going to do. So. Yeah, interesting. I was trying to see, like, it's kind of ambiguous whether this area of plant growth stays where the vine blight put it or if it's centered on the vine blight as it moves. But I think it doesn't make sense for it to be centered on the vine blight as it moves. So there you go. The area that I've outlined in light green is the area that has the plants growing up in it. Okay, so it actually lashes out at CohhCarnage. It doesn't need to move at all. So, missing you completely. The one right in front of you, CohhCarnage, lashes out at you. What the? What?
Yay!
This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Yay!
So, they all did nothing.
we're just
Good.
yeah, we're just fucking going like this to each other in the middle of the air.
Well, you confused it with your shadow boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is he doing?
Okay, Shaldrick, go ahead. What's the plan?
Okay, so if,
Not that I
find
want to,
move-
Stephen, but did you take an attack against me?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
that was that 6 was the attack against you.
The first one. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so if I move into the green circle, do I immediately take an entanglement check, or is it only during the move of the other guys?
You don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
And can I move directly over the dead plant without any
Yes.
repercussion?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move towards CohhCarnage to help assist him, but before I move, I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness on the one closest to Kellen.
Okay, cool. Roll it up. So that's an 18 versus AC. You hit, and it deals 7 poison damage, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. That's amazing.
No resistance to poison. Is that what's
It
amazing?
does succeed on its Constitution saving throw, so it is not poisoned, but it did take 7 poison damage. Cool. All right, so now you
Okay.
can move yourself where you'd like to be.
So actually, you know what? I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I have 30 feet to move with my bonus action.
Yes?
Okay.
Not in difficult terrain though.
Oh no, sorry, you only have 25 feet to move with. You're a dwarf.
And half that for difficult terrain.
But he can dash for 50, so then it's
Yeah.
25.
Oh,
So
no,
Can.
so,
I'm
okay.
going to move.
Yeah,
it's
you're
25
using,
total.
you're using your bonus action to take the dash action. So you moved 12.5 feet with your movement, and then an additional 12.5 with your bonus action, giving you a full 25 feet of movement.
Perfect. So I have moved to where I am now, which is right outside that limit, and I'm going to get ready to help CohhCarnage next round.
Nice.
I'm done.
Okay, Bardrick, your turn.
Okay, I have a question. My spells, like there's the V and the S, and I'm just trying to remember what they mean again.
Verbal
V is
is
for verbal,
V,
and then-
and S is somatic, which is like finger symbols, hand positions and stuff.
Shit.
Witcher signs.
Damn it. Okay,
Why?
that's probably going to be stifled if I move into the vines, I'm assuming.
Ah.
No, I need to get closer. Okay, frack. Well, okay, there's another one over there, but it's all so far away. Fuck's sake. and I have shit for strength. Ugh, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to. I'll just have to vicious mockery. Which one of the two in front of me, nearest to Kurthak, looks more damaged? Or would I
They
be able
both look the same amount of not damaged at all.
Yes.
Kurthak has been like
And-
punching his fist straight through the gaps
Hey,
in
only
the plant
once.
right in front of
It
him.
only happened once, all right?
It happened 3 times.
Three
All right,
times
I'm
in
gonna-
one moment. Once.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit the one in front of him with vicious mockery because I just don't think that like Bardrick knows her own limitations. She knows that if she steps in these vines, she's fucked. She won't be able to move. She's just weak when it comes to that kind of stuff. So,
They're also like neck high on you, so you know.
yay! Yeah, I don't really want to drown in vines. So, vicious mockery on the one that's right in front of Kurthak.
Awesome. 14 wisdom save. Okay.
You certainly did a lot of yelling, though. Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Damn it!
It succeeds.
So
Yeah.
I kind of start like I did. Like
Forgot the
nothing
words to her own song.
Yeah.
Aw, brag. And then I'm gonna give inspiration. Do I want to use them all? Are we gonna have another fight after this?
They last
gonna
what, like 15
inspiration.
minutes, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give inspiration to Kellen, I guess. I might as well just burn them all. Might as well. He's got a horse and hose and throws. He rains hell upon his foes. He fucks up with that elven bow. The undying Kellen's gonna take your soul.
God, Bardrick has such cool raps. God damn. All right, Kurthak, make something happen, buddy.
You have stuff.
What do I? 2 alive. Yeah. All right, we'll just use this last one. First attack with the hand axe. That's a crit.
All right. You
Crit
hit,
it.
dealing 8 damage.
Wait,
Good.
there should be another crit in there because I'm an orc, so I'm just gonna roll another. Is that
Do you deal extra damage on crits because you're an orc?
No, I get an extra crit. I get an extra dice on a crit for being an orc. It's relentless.
Wow.
So when I
Wild.
crit, it's an extra dice on it.
Okay, so it's what, an additional d6? Yeah, just roll 1d6.
So 8, so 10 damage on that one, and then the unarmed strike. 7, and then another one, which is a miss.
Okay. So let's see, that's 8, 10, yeah, 17.
And it gets knocked back if it doesn't save.
What's the save on that? Strength 12. Yeah. Roll 1d20 plus 2.
Inspiration to your first rolling.
It does save.
Eh.
Yeah, do you want to use your Bardic Inspiration on that third unarmed strike?
Yeah, I mean, if you'll let me, it's kind of lame to. Sure. Add a 6 to it.
Well, I mean, like, you know that 8 isn't going to
Yeah, I
hit.
know. I know.
So,
Yeah, I added a 6 to it.
all right, cool. So that does hit then. And that takes another 6 damage.
So
Fantastic. So Kurthak
23 damage.
nearly destroys one of these plants on a single turn after whiffing terribly on his previous turns. All right, cool. Yeah, that's so sick. Savage attacks.
Yeah.
Kellen, your turn. And you have Bardic Inspiration.
Awesome. Now, my question to you is, when I pull out my short swords, because sometimes they make you drop your current weapon to unsheathe.
I don't know.
When
I
I
kind of hand wave that. It's like I'm assuming that you sort of slung Arnadia back on your back really quick and then whipped off the 2 short swords.
Okay. The reason why I ask is this far enough away for me to make a success or make a not close range?
Yeah, you. Ooh, actually, let me see exactly what the language in that is, so we can find out. Ranged attacks. Aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when a foe is next to you. Yeah, you are not within 5 feet of a hostile creature, and therefore you're fine.
Okay, cool. Then I will whip out Arnadia. Like I slung it, whipped out the swords, and I don't know, like putting the swords away, I don't know, kind of funky, but I'll let you decide how I do that. But I whip out the bow again, pull it out, and move my mark first as my bonus action. Move my mark to the one that's in front of me,
Right.
and it's been wounded by
Someone.
It has been wounded, though.
It has, yes.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
so
my
then
poison.
just fire the arrow at it.
All right, cool.
Here comes. Come on, baby.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay, I do hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to stop telling you immediately.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
weird
Well,
thing
that-
about Bardic Inspiration, unfortunately. It's like the immediate reaction is you see the number, you say whether it was a hit or a miss. It's not like, see the number, do you want to use your Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah. It's not
Okay, now you hit. It interrupts the usual flow. It's a little weird. Okay, so you do hit, you deal 9 piercing damage and an additional 7 damage, so that's 16 total. Pretty wicked. Your arrow just rips straight through this vine blight, damaging it severely. It's not dead, but it's clearly very wounded. And you deal an extra 1d6, right?
Damn it!
Look
Aw.
at that.
Is that enough? Tell me that's one. It was one away. One away.
It is still alive.
Shit.
wrecked.
So this one had a lot more hit points than the other one.
And then I can take a movement, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna move 10 feet over here, right there.
Cool. All right. So the Vine Blight in front of Kurthak attacks him. Yep. The Vine Blight next to Kurthak attacks him. Both of them miss. And the Vine Blight near Kellen moves back close and attacks. Hitting.
Ooh.
How much damage do these guys deal?
Kellen
Bunch.
dies.
Yep.
No, no, no.
Well, I mean, Julia already called it, so.
Yeah, it's got to be.
No, Julia, don't call anything.
Fucking
Kellen,
cut you.
you take 9 damage. And you need to. Oh, yeah, and you are grappled.
I'm
So,
grappled.
Yep, you're restrained. What can I use to represent your grappled hood? I'll put a little fist on you.
Are
Okay, there we
you
go.
like? Are you bloodied, Kellen? Are you?
I'm okay.
Fucking tell me. You tell me these things. You keep me informed.
Yeah, but I'm
Sheldrake, your turn.
All right. Now how
You
many
gotta kill
spells
these
I can
guys.
cast? Yeah.
It should say on your character sheet. Let's see, Sheldrake, character sheet. You have 2 spell slots per day. So on the core stats page, in the center, like there's that heart. Immediately to the right of that, there's a list of your spell slots. Do you see where I'm
The cantrip does not count as a spell, right?
correct?
Okay,
But,
so I've used one ray of sickness.
Right, exactly. So I'm gonna tick down like you have like 1 out of 2 now. So
Okay. I'm gonna cast a second ray of sickness on the same target, the one that Kellen was attacking.
okay,
And I'll move after that, but let's do that first.
sure. Cast it up. Nice. 13 versus AC. Do you have Bardic Inspiration? You do. Do you want
I
to
do.
spend Bardic Inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll the d6. All right, so that's a 19, and you deal 15 poison damage, and it has to make a con save or die.
Jesus.
Actually, not die, but or be poisoned. But it dies anyway because you dealt so much damage to it. So
Awesome.
it is dead.
Oh yes.
Is that all you wanted to do, Sheldrick? You wanted to move, right? Okay.
Moving right up to the left of Kurthak.
How far was that?
far?
Was that 20 feet? 25? Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it was. Yeah.
Can he
Yep.
move like that in rough terrain?
Well, he
Because I'm
moved.
using 2 actions technically. I'm using a bonus action of a dash.
Oh.
Which is a rogue
Exactly. Rogues are movie. They're movie aroundy.
Please.
The technical
Bardrick,
term.
your turn.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I could just risk stepping in because I'm not going to make it around. It's going to take me so many turns to do that. Like, unless I just spend this turn moving and then set myself up. Fuck. Do I step in? Do I step in? Oh, God, this is so hard to decide. If I step in, if I go round. I'm gonna just do it. Okay, I'm gonna try to step in.
Okay.
You don't have any ranged weapons?
It's difficult terrain, so you're slower, but nothing happens to you when you step into the vines.
I could mock them, but I really want to drop something else and just get in. So yeah, I'm just gonna muster my fucking bravery and strength. So sorry, what happens?
Nothing. It's difficult terrain, so you're like pushing through these vines slowly, but
Okay,
you are not entangled.
I'm not entangled. Ooh, interesting. Okay, now exactly how does this cube thing work is my next question because I don't want to get Kurthak in this.
You can like
It
you
starts
can
from me, or does it start from anywhere within 15
like so.
with me?
Imagine you have a 3x3 square that you can
Yep.
put down on the map.
Yep.
You can put that 3x3 square down on the map anywhere you want as long as it's adjacent to you.
As long as it's adjacent to me.
Yep.
Okay, so I can still only get 2 of them. Frack. All right.
Well, remember the middle one is dead.
Yeah, I can still only get 1 of them then. Unless I want to get Kurthak, and I don't want to do that, so that's not going to happen. All right, well,
squares total.
Didn't
I'm going to hit
Sorry?
the one. What's that?
3x3, so 9 squares total, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If it starts right in front of her, you get both of them.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
would
but
also
I
hit Kurthak.
hit Kurthak. It says creatures. It doesn't say enemies.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Kurthak, did you do physical training, right?
Yes.
So
Or
you have an extra
I-
D4 that you could spend on a saving throw in order to try and avoid the thunder wave.
How much? I mean, I'm okay with the thunder wave. I'll just let it hit me.
Are you sure? Holy
The
shit.
day that Shannon killed JP.
No. Oh my
It can only
God,
do
okay.
2d8 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. We can. Yeah.
I'll
let's
still
fuck-
roll the saving throw
balls
for it,
deep.
but
Okay.
He's like, let her rip. Go ahead.
All right. So let me just click the thing first, so that I fucking commit to this shit. Oh right, I don't have it in here, so I just have to. Can you just drop it in there for me, old
Oh,
DM?
yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Someone else has it. I'll just cast it from someone else's character sheet.
Okay.
Perry has it.
Thunder.
Aurelian.
Thunderwave. Yo.
Thunderwave. Cast. Boop. Okay,
All right.
so for you, it's actually a 14 Constitution save. So it would be 12 damage. So JP, make a Constitution save. The target is 14.
And
All right.
while he does that, I'm gonna do my thing. You think this is a joke? We'll break you till you're broke. You ain't Groot. You just rotten oak. So feel my storm scrubs strewn bako.
God damn.
Thanks.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
Reference to Groot.
Got a fucking.
Okay, so
I rolled a
Kurthak,
1.
do you want to add a D4 on that?
I rolled a 1, so it doesn't even matter.
Holy shit. Can you use anything
see.
for that to get advantage, maybe?
So one of them fails and takes the full 12 thunder damage. Kurthak, you take 12 thunder damage, and you are pushed 10 feet away, so you get knocked over to here. This vine blade gets knocked up here,
Okay.
and that's the one that failed, so it took 12 thunder damage. It's dead,
Okay.
so that's that.
Humble.
And then this one succeeded, so it only takes 6 thunder damage and doesn't get pushed. Okay, Kurthak, your turn.
Awesome.
One sec. I'm looking up what is relentless endurance. Also,
Oh.
why did that? Oh, I guess
Let's
it has
see
been
here.
4 hours.
Relentless.
for once.
Relentless endurance is when you're reduced to 0. You instead are reduced to 1.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I already knew that.
You want to maybe we'll take a 5-minute break, come back, finish the fight, reset the Skype call.
Yeah, sure, that works. We're already like 20 minutes over, so that works. Let's take
Yeah.
a break and we'll come back, and Skype will be fixed because it's not good. So we'll be right back. More roleplay coming up right after this. We'll see you guys then.